and everybody's got all their stuff ready. So, let's see. Go ahead. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Today is July 10th, and it is our small dragon eyes craft. Today in your bags, you should have 10 glass beads, several cups of paint. They're now on my plate. You are going to have a paintbrush. You should probably invest in bringing out a cup with some water to clear off your brush. Then you'll probably need a wet napkin or something to wipe your hands off. This is a very messy project, and the acrylic paint we use is very good. It will stick to you and your clothes, but for you, it's good news, it's washable. So I have told you everything we have out in our supplies today, and I am going to send this over to Betsy, who is joining me, as always, to walk you through the steps. So the first thing you want to do is start with the back of your glass bead. And that's the flat part, not the round. Just covering all our bases here. And you're going to start with there she is, flat and round. This is going to be a fun one because Betsy can't hold on to her glass. So, okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is give it each one of your glass beads a pupil. And to do that, you want to dip your paintbrush in the black paint, and you're going to draw a small line from just about the top to the bottom of the glass bead on the flat side, so on the back side. So there we have it. There we had it. Okay, we had it one time. So we're going to go ahead and try that again. And if you start doing that and then lay them aside, by the time we get through to the beginning again, they'll be dry and ready for step number 2. Apparently Betsy cut her fingernails, which is why she can't seem to grip things today. So all in good fun. That's what we are hoping you're having here with these. There's her second glass with the black pupil. And like I said, if you continue down through making pupils on each one of your glass beads, by the time you finish your last one, your first one will be ready for the second step. We have done this. It doesn't take very long. It takes about, I don't know, 5 minutes to dry completely. And as you can tell on Betsy's table there, right next to her mouse, there's a whole bunch of dragon eyes that we made on Monday. And if you can't see those, I will go ahead and, do I have anything? Wait, I do. I'll put some dragon eyes down here so you can see them. Now, if you want to do this with younger children who you're not worried about swallowing these glass beads, you could use Sharpie markers. You could use paint markers. So there are lots of ways to do these dragon eyes. That one's not ready to go. Now, you don't have to use black for your pupil, but it works better. You see it better. The finer the line, the more colors you can use. So how are we doing over there? Are we getting them done? Okay, so Betsy's got our first step done, which is the pupil on every single glass bead, or to beginning of the dragon's eye. So she's going to go back to the first one. Oh, she's showing off some of the ones we made on Monday. That one happens to be red and yellow, I believe. Yes. Okay. And there's some purple. She did a purple one. Oh, that's nice. Yellow and purple. Depending on what colors you chose is the color of your eyes. So the next step we have, if Betsy is ready, she has cleaned off her paintbrush to get rid of that black. And she's going to take the first one she did, and hopefully it's dry. And the next step is to take your secondary color, the color you want right next to the pupil, and you are going to either line right around it, or you can go right over top of the black. And Betsy's going to make this one yellow. So we have a black pupil, yellow color. Now, there is a wonderful thing about these dragon eyes and these brushes that we have provided for you is if you have and want to make little spokes outside of the eye, you can do that with the back of the brush and just pull them out. I'll show you that. Let me go down here. You got it? So here's what I've done, just so you know. The back is, the pupil is black. The yellow, I went around the black, and then I took the back of my brush and I just pulled out from the color so that it will make little spikes of color coming out from the iris. So once you have done this, and you know what, you can experiment, use different colors, mix some of the colors you have. Dragon eyes are not perfect. This one happens to be done right here with a paint marker. Here's some of the ones we did on Monday. This happens to be, I think this is a red and yellow. So they turn out really, really nice. This one is just green and black. So I would suggest using a color right next to your black line for the pupil. We have a few more, and then I'm going to send it over to Betsy so you can see what she is doing. And as you can tell, I'm already full of paint. And I've only painted one today. So I'm going to go ahead and send this over to Betsy so you can see how she's coming along. And as you move further down, just go ahead and set them down. And then after you finish the last one, you should be able to start with your third step. So here we are. Do you have that one covered? There you go. See how she's gone just around the black? Hand the other. There you go. Just around the black. It looks like she's just encasing that like you would a piece. See, here's another one she's done. This is the black and yellow. And there will actually be really quite sharp. So everybody has 10 glass beads. So that means we have 5 dragons. You know, in experiments, if you don't want to use a black pupil, use a blue pupil, use a green pupil. It is completely and 100% up to you. That is what's fun about art, is that you have control and you make the decisions. We are just here to provide you some basic instructions, but we love having you. So thank you for participating with us today. And Betsy, it looks like she's about halfway through her second step. She's done 3. So now the bigger dragon eyes that we are doing next week are quite a bit larger, and it'll be a little easier to see. It'll definitely be easier to do than you won't be quite as messy, or you might be. Depends. Let's see. If you've enjoyed what we've done so far, let us know at the library here. You can email us, you can leave us a message on Facebook. You can call the library and say, we just love those crafts you're doing here at the library. So the number here, 440-293-6792. Summer reading is almost done. This is our second to last. We have 2 left after today, at least our craft and our Zoom meetings. So all of these instructions you'll be able to find on our social media platforms. Maybe not right away, but within a few days or next week or the week after, soon. You'll be able to see these soon. I've been talking, and then we're working on editing them to make sure that they are just a little bit more clean. No, they're not any cleaner. They're just cleaning up some of the beginning stuff, maybe the end stuff. So if you're like Betsy, go ahead and put your toothbrush in your toothbrush, paintbrush. It's all good. It all goes saying okay. So it's hot. It's Friday. The words just aren't coming. So are we down to a few left? Okay. Okay, she didn't like the orange.
And the purple says, I get the purple one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you did, Betsy happened to have a pearlized purple, and I can see it. It looks just fine here. Maybe? Okay. Okay. And, you know, if you happen to, when it comes to these, you got to remember the first color you lay down is the first color you see. The second color is the second color. So if you happen to want blue in the front, you have to use blue first. Here is one. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over here for just a second. I'll show you what it looks like with those little spikies in the eyes, because we have one I did while Betsy was working. This happens to be yellow and blue with a black pupil. And there I am, a mess again. So are we ready for step 3? She guess so. So this step you're going to want to clean off your brush too, so that you're not transferring any of that secondary color onto your next color. So are you ready for this? Okay, so the third step is once the pupil has dried in your initial color, which is Betsy's yellow, you're going to want to color the back of the eye. And that means you're going to color the yellow, you're going to color the black, and you're going to cover it with whatever color you so choose. And hers was, I think she picked a pearlized blue. So she will have that one ready for you here momentarily. And these are really easy crafts to do. And if you wanted to seal them, you could use a little Mod Podge, add a magnet onto the back, stick it on your freezer, let the kids say, oh, you know, look at this behind the dragon's eye. There she goes. And now that one looks really nice. We have a blue, yellow, and black. So again, these steps are very simple, and we do have them available if you need them. They should be up with the videos. Your first step is always to remember to paint the backside of your glass bead. Start with a little black line or whatever color you want for your pupil. Set that aside, let it dry as you move on to do more black pupils or colored pupils on the rest of your glasses. Second step is to paint around the pupil, but right next to it so that you have a color for the center of your eye. And then the third step, which is where we're at right now, Betsy is going to take, I believe that is purple, and she is going to cover that yellow and black of the center of the bead so that she will have a yellow, purple dragon's eye. Now, you can use green. You have chosen your colors, so you had those in your bags, but don't hesitate to mix them. Give yourself a couple of new colors. And these beads you can find them just about anywhere. See, I'm dropping too. You can find them just about anywhere. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. You can get them at Dollar General. They are what they call glass filler beads. So if this is something you want to do when the weather cools down a little more outside, that's a great idea. And we would like to see what Betsy has there. She is so meticulously painting to make sure that it looks, and the better you cover your third step, the less likely you're going to see any clear or no colors on the front of your eye. Oh, just stuck my finger in paint. And I have that here so that you know that I work every now and then right alongside Betsy. We have created all these things in advance. There is a purple with yellow. So you have 10, again, glass beads. And if you would like to send a picture of those dragon eyes you finished to the Andover, to a hashtag Andover Summer Reading 2020, you can be entered into entered a drawing to win a really, really wonderful prize. What else am I forgetting? What am I forgetting to tell you about? I don't think I'm forgetting too much. just so you know, next week's craft is available to pick up here at the library. Please give us a call. Let us know you're here. We'll make sure that you get it. Monday is all ready and ready to go. You're more than welcome to start picking it up Monday at 11 when we open. If you give us a call, let us know you're here. See what else do we have going on at the library. We are still open for curbside. So if you need a book or you need a movie or you just want something to read, give us a call at the Andover Library at 440-293-6792. Tell us I want books. There's another purple and yellow, orange and yellow, orange and purple, orange and purple. Okay, Betsy's got another orange and purple there. These take literally no time to dry. The one I just painted to show you is not dry yet, but that's okay. Just set them aside, and with this heat, they'll dry quickly.
It's like an orange and a blue.
An orange and well, let's go ahead and show what that looks like here, Ian.
Yeah, orange and got a little bit of purple in there.
That is really interesting. That is really nice. Very, very nice. Jennifer, have you got a few done that we could see? No? Okay. No problem. So we're going to go ahead and go back over here to Betsy. And this does come off your skin with Dawn dish soap or a good hand cleaner. Your clothes, we're still working on that. Right now, the black came out with Shout on my black shirt. So that's a bonus. Black on black shirt. Yes, I know. Betsy did that today too. So we're all good. I honestly don't know how to tell you, and this is something I'll research for next week, how to get acrylic paint out of your clothes so that I can give you a heads up should you drop the paint or the containers of paint. Everybody received a 1 ounce container of paint in their chosen colors. So having had all the instructions here for you, and they are available online. Oh, that one's sharp.
Darn it. There we go.
We lost that. There we go. Very nice. So now that everybody has their instructions and they know how to do this, and you're well on your way to creating your own fantastic dragon eyes, we are going to say goodbye for the afternoon and hope that you will join us next week for the large dragon eyes. And don't hesitate to give us a call here at the library and say, you know what, I need a book. That's what we're here for. So without further ado, I'm going to say good afternoon to you and enjoy your weekend. And Ian, do you have any more you'd like to show before we say goodbye?
Let's see. Here we go. Little oh, there we go. There we go. It's got a little. There we go.
Oh, that's sharp.
The yellow, and I got a little white pearlized on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got.
So now that we have seen, oh, I like that one. Is that black, white, and red?
No, that's the black. Well, yeah, okay. I had to look and see what was on it. Yes.
That's okay. Those really look sharp.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know what? You can put them on magnets. You can put them on clothespins. Stick them on your refrigerator. They'll be a great way to hold the kids' schedule or, you know, what you have going on next week. And that should be the large dragon eyes on the 17th at 1 o'clock. So without further ado, I'm going to say good afternoon to you. Goodbye, and thank you for joining us, and hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oops.